Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're filming collection part 3. So we're gonna hit a bronzer, we're gonna hit blush, highlight, as well as my face palettes. This is one part of my collection that is completely out of control, especially my blush drawers. So saddle up and just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And if you could do me one more favor and watch this video all the way to the end, it really helps me out, makes it look super good on the algorithm. So thank you so much in advance for doing that. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. So like I mentioned a little bit in the intro, my collection was really struggling in the blush aspect. Blush is one of my favorite things to buy, and even though I tell myself no, I still somehow accumulate a lot of blush. I don't think I have as big a problem in the bronzer category. And then I was also really struggling with my face palettes because I wasn't taking them in as much, but I just really needed to be more thoughtful and refined and realize like, hey, I don't need to hold on to a Becca face palette anymore, or just older palettes that I was just keeping for the sake of keeping. So I could say like, oh, I have this really old palette in my collection. So I was really struggling in those aspects, especially because I couldn't even see what I had in my drawers because they were that full. And then every time I got a new one, I would just pile it on top of everything else. And so I had so much fun digging into my blush drawers because I found so many old favorites, and then I also found things that I just wasn't loving anymore. So I'm so excited. You guys are in for a treat. Let's go ahead and get into a big blush, highlighter, bronzer, and face palette collection and declutter. Friends, things are about to get real embarrassing real quick. If you know me, you know how much I love blush. The situation is a little bit out of control, so we need to tone it down. We need to try and cut some stuff out. So I'm going to try and be a little ruthless here. I did lay all of these ones out for a thumbnail, so let's just go ahead and start off. So I do have these Juvia's Place blushes, these duos. Bought all of them with my own money. Always love Juvia's. I think I have more. Let me just show you these ones though. I mean, look at these colors. They're so fun, so vibrant. So I'm going to keep these. I'm going to keep them. They don't even look used. And I know I have the older shades. So yeah, straight off the bat, those are a keep. I am going to cut down Kaleidos. So I don't think I'm going to wear this shade. So let's go ahead and get rid of it. Let's just be ruthless. This is a pretty brown, but I have better stuff than that. I just know I do. I don't think I would wear that shade either, really. So those three are cut right off the bat. I think I pulled this out of my last declutter and I didn't declutter it. So this is your year, my friend. Off you go. That one's from Natasha, Denona. Again, I bought a lot of these. Some brands I do get PR from. Obviously, I bought this Pat McGrath one. I think that I can get rid of this. I don't feel like I would reach for this. And I have a friend that has really pretty deep skin that might want to try that. We'll tell her all about Miss Pat McGrath. I have a lot of Pat McGrath blush that I don't use. This one's pretty though, so this would be a better version of that other brown one that I didn't want to keep. Okay, let's look at these ColourPop ones. Too bright. Why did I buy that? Like, what was I thinking? It's nice, but I don't need it. This Hello Kitty one, I'm pretty sure I bought because it was a bright coral shade. Let's hold on to that just in case. Game Beauty, I love this formula. I just don't think I would wear either of those shades, so we can get rid of that. I am going to keep this red one. I loved this one, so we're going to keep that. Here's another neutral one from Game Beauty. I think I wore this one, but it honestly looks kind of cool tone, so I'm going to pass that on to a friend as well. Okay, we've got a bunch from Sigma. I clearly haven't worn these. This is Sunset Kiss. I have, ooh, that one's pretty. I know Sigma makes lovely blushes. I have their blush palettes too, so that's the problem really. That one's gorgeous. Hello. It has a sheen to it. Love that. Okay, I haven't really decided what have I decided. Ooh, that one's pretty too. Okay, I'm gonna keep that one. Gonna keep the one with the sheen. The rest we're gonna pass on to our lovely friends. This is a new one from Glamlite. Bought this with my own money. Super pretty. Gonna keep that. These ones, I actually watched Morgan Turner declutter and I was like, you know what, Morgan, you're right. It is time to get rid of these because I don't even know if Oden's Eye sells these. And honestly, I love these. I think I got these in PR kind of after they had launched, but I can pass these on to somebody else to enjoy. Bought these from Essence with my own money. I don't use them a ton, but I'm going to hold on to them for the future and see how it goes. Okay, so low-key, I like love this one, but am I gonna use it is the question. I'll see. We'll give it another year. We'll see how it goes. I really like this one from ColourPop. Really pretty red. Love this one from ColourPop. And High School Musical, my friend Angie made me buy that one. So I'm gonna keep that. Okay, so I keep this one from Sigma Beauty on my desk because this is the one that's in my favorite set. It's Tiger Lily. Such a pretty like coral blush. And it's like a luminizing blush, so I love that. I can wear it basically as a blush highlighter. Check out my Sigma favorite set. It's always linked in the description box. This one I rediscovered because I did a collab during Vlogmas. This is the Adults Only blush from Nabla. So beautiful. I'm going to keep that. Got this one from Melt. It's so pretty, but I don't wear it. I don't wear it. I'm going to keep it for the imprint, but realistically, I know I don't wear it, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to hold on to it. This is so pretty. I love these RMS ones, so I'm going to keep these. So pretty. This is the shade Mai Tai. The first one was Pomegranate Fizz. I buy a lot from the same brand once I like them, which I need to stop doing. This one's pretty too. It's called Maiden's Blush. Love these. Also recently rediscovered these in my collection from Vive. This is the shade Piazza and this is the shade Sorbet. Hardly looks used. So I'm going to take these out and put them on top for filming and stuff. This is the Jaclyn Hill one. How did it come back in here? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to talk about Patrick Ta in a second. We'll just look at all of those together. This is from, it's from, I don't even know. What brand? I think this is, I'm forgetting, ZZ, I think. It's beautiful. I love it, but I don't need it. So I'm going to pass that on to a friend. This is from Unearthly. It's a very pretty shimmery like blush highlighter duo. I think I'm going to hold on to this, but I'm not sure. I feel like she's coming out with more shades and I'll probably like those better. This is a pretty bright pink from ColourPop. I don't think I'm going to use this, so I'm going to pass it on. This one I bought with my own money, Dancing Queen. I feel like I've hardly even used this one, so I'm going to keep it. We'll see if I'll try it. This is a pretty one from Milani. It's called Coco Felicia, I think is how you say that. Really pretty color, so I'm going to hold on to that. Love the Gucci blushes. This is the shade Intense Plum. This is like not plum at all. It looks red to me, but I'm going to keep it. Lawless sent me this watermelon blush. It's pretty, but it's a little too bright, so I'm going to pass that along as well. I found another Oden's Eye Alva blush. Super duper pretty, but I don't need it. I've decided to just declutter all those old Oden's Eye ones, so hopefully I don't end up regretting that too much. This one from Scooby-Doo is cute. I'll probably keep that just another year, but I don't feel like I need to keep it forever and ever, if you know what I mean. And then we have from Pat McGrath. I clearly bought a lot of Pat McGrath. What is this color? No. I don't want that. We've got from Pat McGrath shade. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. I'll keep that one. What is this? From Bridgerton, I think. This is the shade Nude Venus. Okay, I'll keep it. I think I might declutter some of these Oden's Eye ones, the newer ones too. I just have shades I like more than others. This is a new Dior Backstage blush in the shade Rosy Glow. Quite cute. Definitely not like a favorite color, but it's a beautiful mauve, so I'm going to hold on to that. Okay, I have this Natasha Denona Mini Bloom. I love this. It's a beautiful coral blush. It's actually available on, I think, the Natasha Denona website if you want. So, yeah, she's pretty. Gonna wait on that. Let's see, another Pat McGrath. Oh my goodness. That one's a pretty neutral one too, so I'll hold on to that. And then I have one more. Ooh, that one's kind of bright. I feel like I have shades like this though. I'll keep it because I bought it. The money has already been spent. Okay guys, time to get cereal. Okay, this is from the Devour collection that Unearthly did for Halloween. I think this is super pretty. I'm going to hold on to this and see if I'll use it this year. We've got the Revolution Blushed Duo. I bought this at Walmart. Apparently I kept it. I don't even remember my thoughts on this. I'm probably going to declutter. Kaleidos. Kaleidos is getting... Ugh, that color. Where am I going to wear that? Let's be real. These Clinique Cheek Pops are so hyped. I don't know. I feel like they're nice, but I don't reach for this by any means. I'm going to keep it though. See if I can give it another chance. This is a really pretty blush face palette from NARS. Oh, so pretty. I will keep it. This is the Basic Instincts palette. I should get rid of this. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Glow. Another pretty blush. But will I reach for this a ton? I don't know. So let's go ahead and declutter. Let's make room. That's my plan. I actually really like this KVD blush. This is in the shade Poppy. These are discontinued, but I'm going to keep it. I'm going to declutter the mauve shade though. This is in the shade Rosebud. I think I got these for like 10 bucks. So of course I jumped on it. This is the shade Scorched Heat from Be Perfect. I haven't used this hardly ever, so I'm gonna declutter that. Buxom, these were from an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. Super pretty, but I'm probably not gonna reach for them. I have the shade Mykonos and Seashells, so I'm gonna pass these on so my friends can enjoy. I've got, what is this? Ooh, this is the Bare Minerals Bronzer. There we go. This is the shade Kiss of Rose. Super pretty. I'm going to hold on to that. This one I'm going to declutter. It's from Kiko. It's the shade, I don't even know, Soft Terracotta. It's pretty, but I don't need it. I have so much. Jacqueline, this is pretty. This is the Lover Boy blush. It's like a, I don't even know. It's like a highlighter-y, kind of like a illuminating blush. Super duper pretty. Gonna keep that. This is the Arthurine blush from Menagerie in the shade Best Buds. I think I bought that one. I'm gonna keep it. This is really pretty as like a illuminating blush from Pixie. My friend Angie told me not to sleep on these. This is in the shade Fetch. I think my friend Amy actually sent this to me. So I'm going to keep this because I love Amy, of course. Amy Loves Makeup. She's back, by the way, on YouTube if you haven't seen. Glowish. I don't even know the last time I reached for this. It is in the shade Caring Coral. Meh. I'm going to declutter. Two Milani blushes that are so beautiful. I'm going to keep them for my drugstore collection. Another Gucci blush. This is... Oh, wrong way, sorry. Okay, this is a beautiful Gucci blush. This is the shade, oh my gosh, it's so hard to see. Soft Red. Doesn't look like a soft red in my opinion, but nobody asked me. This is another RMS one. These are so pretty. This is in the shade Sangria. Okay, so we have from Milk, this is the shade Nevermore. These are so beautiful. They're blush lighters or blush lights. Really pretty illuminating formula. Definitely keeping that. My favorite Hourglass blush of all time. This is the shade At Night. This Dior one I low-key regret because it's a little too light for me, but it's a recent purchase, so I don't want to get rid of it. The light's kind of washing it out, but it's like a corally shade. It's called Coral. It's a corally shade called Coral. Did you guys know? More Gucci blushes. These are like popping up out of nowhere. I have Bright Coral, which looks like that, and Warm Berry, which looks like that. Love the shade Warm Berry. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this like declutter is so I can keep the stuff I really, really love. This is Surrender, the blush palette from the Unearthly Valentine's collection, I think, of 2023. I'm totally keeping this. It's so stunning. Couldn't even find it. Didn't even know I had it. So now that I'm going through everything, I'm finding everything. And I'm like, wait a second. I need to reach for that more. Okay, this is the House Labs blush. I bought the one that everybody was like dying over. It was way too pigmented. It's like a corally red shade. But I got this one called Pomelo Peach. And this one was a little bit more bearable. But overall, I did love these blushes to begin with. But I also want to use that one more. I know these like pink blushes were so popular. I think ColourPop sent me this one. I've tried to make them work. There's a few brands that make the right undertone, but this one is not for me, so I'm going to pass it on. More Milk. These are my favorite. This is so pretty. It's called Sundown. One of my favorite cream blush lights. Actually, I have this in the powder version too. I need to put the cream one in the cream section because I do have a cream blush drawer. You thought I was done? No. This I'm going to finally declutter. This is this is Gamma Ray from Melt. Iconic London. I don't think I've tried anything else from this brand other than these. This is like a illuminating blush in the shade Kissed by the Sun. Need to use that more. I think it's time to get rid of this one. I do love Adults Only, but I don't think I need the shade Truth. Or do I? Or do I? Oh, okay, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. I've had it for so long. It seems wrong to get rid of. Okay, here's the other Juvia's Place blush palettes or like compacts. Gonna try and pack those up together. We've got more Milani. I love the Milani blushes for drugstore. More ColourPop red blushes. So beautiful. Oh, here's another Juvia's Place. This one looks a little light. I should pass. No, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. I love talking about Juvia's Place, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, they're like touching now, the keeps and the stuff I still need to go through. So, okay, let's keep going. Love this from Givenchy. This is the Prisme Libre blush in the shade Rubis Flannel something. It's like a red shade. Super duper pretty. Okay, I'm going to look at the Patrick Ta's closer to the end. Okay, I think it's time. It's time. I love this blush. Nope, I'm going to keep it, I think. We'll see. Let's try and wear it in 2024. This is the Kevin Aquan in Sunset, the Neo blushes. Oh my gosh, remember? Remember those? Do y'all remember, or are you too young to know? Okay, let's see. It's cute, but it looks so muted. I don't know if it's my lighting. Maybe I should keep Sanguine. Okay, we'll keep Sanguine like as a pity keep. Okay, we've got this one. I love Unearthly, Amanda, but these shades are not for me. I'm gonna pass that along. Here's another Melt. Is this a cream? Nope, this is here. Okay, so this is the powder version of Sundown. One of my all-time favorites. It just looks so good on my skin tone. This is like sentimental to me. It's a Becca blush in the shade, my God, Sweet Pea. Oh my God, I forgot. My husband used to call me that when we first started dating. So I was like, it's like the blush was made for me. Okay, so I have this one from the Alice collection. I think ColourPop sent this to me. I'm going to pass this on to a friend with a lighter complexion. I took advantage of some kind of Ulta sale and bought some of the blushes I wanted from Benefit. So this is the shade Butterfly. Need to use that more. Gonna put it in my use it more pile. We've got Terra, which looks like that. We've got the shade called Java, which looks like that. So I bought a bunch of like really cute nudes. So I'm gonna put that in there. Here is Becca Sweet Pea. Oh, this is Sweet Pea. So which one is this? This one is Songbird, sorry. In case you were wondering, oh my god, these feel so sticky. These compacts are getting old, but I can't do it. I can't do it. This is actually my favorite blush of the Dior Rosy blushes. This is the shade Cherry. It's so good. My lighting is washing these out a little bit. I should hopefully adjust that before I film my eyeshadow palette video, but anyway, let's see how it goes. Okay, this is Starla from Benefit. It's pretty. I don't love these box packagings. I hope they update it. I don't even know what this is. I think this is from Menagerie. Ah, oopsies. And I stuck it in a Makeup Geek. Yeah, this is Flower Horn from Menagerie. It's so cute, but I don't know. I think I'm going to pass it on. This is so pretty. This is the Natasha Denona Duo Glow in the shade Alba. It's such a pretty coral. Again, my lighting is washing it out. But it's so pretty. I can't bring myself to get rid of it. It's like one of my favorites of all time. This I'm going to get rid of. It's from Unearthly. It's a pretty blush, but I'm not attached to it, so I might as well get rid of it. This is Melt Genesis. Another one I rarely reach for, but I'm going to hold on to it. Okay, so Kaleidos, let's see. I don't know if I just grabbed these from my pile that I already decluttered or what, but all of those got to go. This Sephora one is cute, but do I need it? I'll hold on to it. Let's see if I use it this year. Okay, so these are the Odens I want. I'm gonna get rid of this. It's a little too light for me, so I might as well. This is Rosette Love. I think I've used this a ton, but it's pretty. It's like a shimmery shade. This is a maybe. Let's see. I know there's other ones I like more, so I might as well. Yeah, like I like this one because it's an orange shade. This is Orange Sunny. Gonna keep that. We've got Peach Gleam. Sometimes you just have so much that you don't even get to reach for the stuff you love because you're trying to make it through the ones you don't love. So I think the maybe is gonna be a no. This is Warm Sun, another pretty like peachy color. So I'm gonna keep that. And then what's this one? It's called Sienna Luster. That one's pretty too. So I'm gonna keep 4 and get rid of 2 of the Oden's Eye. Okay, so this is probably not pleasant to look at, but I have every Patrick Ta blush, and I don't anticipate getting rid of any, but I don't anticipate buying any more either. So this is the shade Do We Know Her? Super pretty coral. I'm gonna keep it. We've got She's Different, which is a really pretty like burgundy type shade. This is She's Blushing, another great everyday shade. She's So LA. I love a good neutral shade, so keeping that. She's Wanted. This one is brand new. I still haven't even tried it. She's Flushed is another great everyday shade. She's Giving is actually a pink that works with my skin tone, so I'm gonna hold on to that. She's That Girl is a pretty mauve shade, so I'm gonna hold on to that as well. So I'm keeping all 8 of my Patrick Ta blush duos. Okay, so here's everything I'm keeping. So far, I have 80 powder blushes. Some of these are duos, so technically there's more. Some of them are trios, some of them are quads. So yeah, probably close to 100 blushes right here, but we did get rid of quite a bit as well. Okay, so here are all the blushes that I am going to go ahead and declutter. I actually don't even know how many it is, so I'll go ahead and count and let you know here in a second. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter my cream blushes now. So this is one that I love this year from Say. And I mentioned this in a video I did very recently. It's a beautiful kind of glowy blush. These are the ones I'm wondering about. I haven't seen these in a while. And Tower 28 products tend to not be the most long lasting. So this one looks a little sketch. This is After Hours. Do you see there's like a white hue on it? Could be mold, could just be really cold in my room. I'm gonna smell this. It smells fine. Ooh, it felt a little crusty. It's so pretty and pigmented. It seems fine. It just smells like a cream product. So I think it's probably just really cold down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably keep all of these. I need to try and use these more. I think I may have gotten like 1 or 2 in PR, but the rest I bought with my own money. And I have a hard time getting rid of things that I bought with my own money because I don't have that like corporate job income anymore. And I've been trying to like explain this to my husband. I'm like, it really sucks because I don't want to like have to depend on anyone for buying makeup, you know? So I don't know, maybe this is a dumb idea, but I really like Tower 28, so I'm gonna hold on to these. Okay, these ones I was contemplating decluttering only because I don't really use them, and these I got when they first launched. These are the Fenty cream blushes. This is Fuego Flush. I have a bunch of these because they launched during a Sephora sale, so of course I went a little ham on purchasing. I have Rose Latte. These are cute though. I literally have not used these all year. This is Peach Face. I've got Fenty Glow. I think this one was limited edition. Oh my god, these are so hard to open with nails. Cute. Ooh, this one's fun too. This is called Daiquiri Dip. Okay, they do look a little old, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to these. I don't even know if I can give those to anyone because they are that old. This one is from Milani. I do love Milani's cream products. This is the shade Nude Kiss, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. This is from MAC. This is Groovy. One of my favorite cream coral blushes. Ooh, I wasn't sure if this was too old, but oh my god, this has the most amazing formula. It's so soft and like it looks airbrushed when you blend it onto your skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one. I wasn't sure if this one was gonna survive. Okay, I do love me some Super Shock Cheek products, so I'm just gonna keep all of these. I haven't used them in a while. Again, I feel like once I reorganize my drawers, I will be able to reach for them more. So I have a few different blushes from them. I don't buy these often, but I do have a few, and I'm gonna hold on to the few that I have. Oh, here's one more. Cute one. Okay, so I had these Kosas blushes in every shade, and then in my last declutter, I got rid of most of them. This one still looks really good, and I love a good nude blush, so I'm gonna hold on to that. I was thinking I was gonna declutter it, but I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Okay, I have these two from Colored Rain. These I remember being pretty nice, but I don't reach for them, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. I have these two from e.l.f. I feel like I haven't used these enough to be able to give you guys like an actual review, and this one doesn't even look used. I just bought their liquid blush. Seems like really gently pigmented. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually pass these on because it's fine. I got these ones from OFRA, and I just thought these were really fun color stories. I think that since I'm not the biggest fan of the pink, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm sure people will be like dying to get their hands on those bright pink blushes of mine. I think my friends will really enjoy this one. This one, I never like swatch. That's so cute. You guys know I'm a sucker for some terracotta shades. The shimmery one is so cute. Okay, so maybe I'll just keep it and see how it goes. Do not like take my way of organizing as the way to declutter. These are the Sigma cream blushes. I love the other shades more than these two, but I do love their cream blush. Should I keep them or not? I like these. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to them. We'll see. We'll see how things are going. This one from Denona, I hardly use. Ooh, it kind of feels a little thicker than what I like for a cream blush. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that actually. Swatching it just helped me make up my mind. Here's another Super Shock I can add to my little Super Shock pile. This is the newest one from Melt. Oh, such a stunning little duo. I'm not a big fan of pink blushes, but I think this is a very flattering tone, so I'm gonna hold on to that. Here's another blush from ColourPop. So I've got quite a few of those rolling around here. So these are like some of my favorite liquid blushes from the drugstore. They're from Profusion, and I think they're like $4 or $5. I have all of the shades. I love these so much. So if you're on a budget and you want a good liquid blush, highly recommend these. Literally cannot tell you enough good things about these. Okay, I love liquid blushes. So I have these from Say. I'm sure I have more. I'm gonna keep them. Okay, I think I can get rid of these ones from Half Caked or Half, what is this brand? Half Baked? Half Caked. I tried these. I think Lauren May Beauty was raving about this brand, so I was curious. They're nice, but I need to narrow things down, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. I am also going to get rid of this one from NYX. I'm going to get rid of this one from Hard Candy. Ooh, I found another one from ColourPop. Okay, I have this one also from Half Baked. I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't need it. More of my favorites from Profusion. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. I feel like the fact that it's still in the packaging is a sign that I don't like it. Yeah, that's a sign. I'm gonna keep all of my Glossier. Gonna keep all of my Flower Beauty. Gonna keep my e.l.f. Gonna keep that one from Say. I'm just gonna put all the Tubi ones in here. I'm gonna take this one out and gift it to a friend or pass it along, I suppose. I have a bunch of Rare Beauty ones I need to add to this drawer, so we'll figure that out in a second. I wouldn't say I love these Charlotte Tilbury ones, but they're so expensive that I'm not gonna get rid of them. Here's some of my Tarte ones. I'm just gonna try and put all the like spongy ones in here. I'm not planning on getting rid of any of them. Got a Blend Bunny lip oil in here, so clearly in the wrong drawer. I also love these Tarte ones so much. I have two of those. Here's another one of my favorite Say blushes. I have two of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those together. More Melt. This is the shade Pinched. This is so pretty, one of their cream blushes. I've got another Melt cream blush. This is, ooh, this is cute. This is Polished. And then, of course, I had set aside one. I must have, oh, it got buried under here. Ah, oops. Here's the one I set aside. This is the cream blush in Sundown. Okay, so this is a Moira lip oil, I think. I think that this is in the wrong drawer, but I think I'm gonna declutter this anyway, so let's just do that now. Here's another e.l.f. glowy thing. These are all from Clarity. They sent me these in PR, and honestly, I feel like some of these shades I don't really need, so I'm gonna just pull out a few. I'm gonna keep a few and then get rid of a few. I did swatch all of these. They honestly look very similar on me. I did see Deandra Nicole had swatched them, and on her deep complexion, they had like different like variations to them, but I don't know if it's my skin tone. I really didn't feel like they were that different to warrant keeping. I have one ColourPop cream blush. I guess I can keep it just for comparison purposes since I do talk about ColourPop sometimes. I've got some more Juvia's Place. These are really, oh my god, there's a hair. These are really nice and pigmented. I did a video recently on Juvia's Place Black Friday, and this was one of the products I talked about. So I have quite a few of these, and I'm not going to get rid of any of them. Here's more of these clarity ones. You see these tones? I just don't think they would suit my skin tone, so I'm going to get rid of them or like pass them on to somebody else. I actually thought these Pat McGrath bombs were beautiful, so I'm going to hold on to those. Here's another one of my favorite Tarte ones. This is a Moira blush. These are pretty nice, so I'll keep those. These are from Merit. I saved them in my last declutter, and I just mentioned one of these in a Vampy blush choice option. I'll probably try and hold on to them again, and we'll see how that goes. Here's the rest of the Sigma blushes. These are the two shades I actually like. So I think this one is Nearly Wild. Is that what it's called? Yeah, sorry. I'm like holding it upside down, makes it hard to read. And then this is my favorite one. Oh no, this isn't it. Nearly Wild, I think, is my favorite. I feel like they had another shade that was like a berry. Maybe I have all my colors mixed up, so I'm not really sure where that is. I'm going to keep the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. This one, I think I can declutter. It's just an affordable one. I think I'll get rid of the Jaclyn one as well. I don't really need it. Milk Makeup did send me a few of theirs. So I have Work and I have Quickie, I think is the name of this shade. So I'll keep those two. And then I have one more Glossier, so I'm going to put that there. So these are all of the cream blushes that I just like organized. And then I have all of these ones that I love so much. So yeah, my cream blushes are getting a little bit more organized now. And then I'm gonna add these. These are from Hourglass. So beautiful. I love them so much. Hourglass makes so many of my favorite products. I think this one is broken, which I'm not really sure like if I'm actually gonna be able to use it. But look at this shade. Like, how freaking pretty is that? So I have those two pretty luxurious ones that I'll add there. And then I have this one from Vive, which is super cute. I'll throw that in here. This is a limited edition one from MAC that's super cute. I'm struggling to open it. Here's what it looks like. I know it doesn't look that exciting, but it's actually pretty cute. So I'll probably just keep it for funsies. So yeah, I need to add the rest of the Rare Beauty blushes. So let me show those to you next. I'm going to probably put those in this container because I have some room here. And then this is a blush that I meant to try from Hard Candy. I guess it was like, did it go viral on TikTok? I don't know. These are like dumb things I buy. Maybe I should just pass this on. Maybe somebody I know that's young and cool and hip will like this. I have no idea, but yeah, I haven't used it. I don't know what to do. I'll put it in the declutter pile. We'll see. Okay, so 2023 was a pretty cool year because I did get on the Rare Beauty PR list, and I did get this pretty epic PR package. I don't even know how to open this. Okay, hold please. Ah! Look at this. They send me all, here we go. They send me all of their liquid blushes. So I've been holding on to this package, and it's time. It's time to go through it, put all of these into my actual liquid and cream blush drawer, and move on from this box. But how cute. So yeah, I've just been waiting like a kind of crazy person, but I'm gonna give my extra joy away to somebody because I don't need it. But yeah, every other shade I hadn't owned because, you know, it's like, again, I am on PR lists for a lot of indie brands, but not so much mainstream. So this is a brand new joy. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to somebody. But how fun. Oh my gosh. See, it's a good thing I got rid of some things. I should probably have gotten rid of more, but I'm not going to feel too upset with myself. But yeah, this is my last little container of cream blushes. And I'm going to see how many I decluttered. And yeah, we'll take a look at that next. Okay, so I got rid of 29 cream blushes. Yay me. Okay, so it's time for bronzer to go. So let's just start somewhere. This is kind of random. I didn't think this would work for me. It kind of doesn't, but it gives me like this great like hint of bronzer, which I like sometimes when I don't want like a harsh line. So I'm actually gonna keep it. Also, it smells of like delicious, glorious, like tropical paradise. So yeah, kind of an unexpected one to start us off. Also really enjoy the Jaclyn Hill bronzer, or the Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer. I have this in the shade Top Down, and honestly it's just a really nice bronzer. I like the tone, so I'm going to keep it. I am going to try and be a little bit more picky in this collection because I have my favorites, so I'm going to hold on to what I really truly like. This one I'm going to keep because I'm an affiliate of the brand. So it's from Beaute, and they did send me this, so I'm going to hold on to it in case I need to reference it. Okay, so this is a really good drugstore bronzer from ColourPop. I actually used quite a bit of this. I have it in the shade Recon Point, I think. I don't know how to say it, but this is a really nice shade for me. And I love the convenience of a stick bronzer because then you can just like draw it on and blend it in. It's super hassle free. I have two from Rare Beauty. I got Always Sunny, which is my favorite, and I bought this one with my own money, and then they sent me the shade Good Energy. I feel like Good Energy is a little bit more cool tone than what I like, but since I have it, I'm just gonna keep both of them because it's a brand I talk about on my channel. Okay, another one I'm gonna hold on to. This is the shade that works for me from Sigma. It's the shade Dark in their matte bronzer. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna get rid of this L'Oreal bronzer. I don't use it. I think the shade is a little too dark for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along. I think I'm gonna let this one go as well. I haven't reached for it ever since I bought it. It's from Half Caked in the shade Cubby. I'm going to get rid of these Fenty bronzers. I like them, but again, I just don't reach for them enough. So I've had them for a while, and I think it's just time to move on. I really like the Pat McGrath bronzers. I feel like she hasn't come out with a lot of new products that I'm interested in, but I'm so happy she finally did bronzers, and I actually like both of these shades. I bought these with my own money, so I will keep both of these. I love the Gucci bronzer. It's so beautiful. This is such a good tone for me. This is the shade 04 in case you guys have a similar complexion to mine. I know the numbering system is a little weird with Gucci, so I figured I'd let you guys know. This one I'm gonna let go of as well. It's a really old MAC bronzer that I've just been holding on to because it's like limited edition packaging, but I don't need it, so I'm just gonna move on. I bought this foundation in the wrong shade, so I've been using it as a bronzer from Juvia's Place. This is the, I don't know what this is. This is the shade Caduna, and this is made in Italy, so they have pretty nice stuff, Juvia's Place, even though the price point isn't that high. So I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't know, if I don't use it in 2024, I'll get rid of it. This is the Kosas bronzer before they formulated it or reformulated it, and I really like it, but I'm so like aggressive, and I bought a second one and I haven't even finished the first one, and now this formula doesn't even exist. So like, why did I do that to myself? Like, that's so dumb. So I'm gonna keep it, I guess, because like I don't know what else to do with it, but I do like the bronzer, so yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to it. I do wear it still, but you guys know it has been reformulated, so there's that. I recently picked up the Milk bronzer in the shade Santa Cruz. I like this so far. I need to use it some more, so I'm going to keep it. We have the Uma bronzer. This is in the shade Flawless. In real life bronzer. I guess the shade is Shady. Is that? I don't know. Listen, I picked this up at Walmart. It was pretty nice. I'm not going to reach for this over some of my other favorites, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this on. Denona Myricks, I feel like I saved last year, thinking I was going to give it another chance. How do I even open this? I'm going to break a nail, I swear. Oh, it's like a push thing. Okay, so I gave it a chance, but I didn't use it this year, so I'm going to move it along. This Fenty bronzer I actually do like. This is the powder version. I'm going to try and pan this. We'll see. This is so old. It's the shade Caramel Cutie, so I'm going to keep it. I really like the Super Shock bronzer in the shade Dream Vacay. I think this came out this year or last year, so yeah, I really enjoy that formula as well, so I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to keep the Tower 28 bronzer, although I did not use it, I don't think, at all this year. I'm going to move the Moira one along because I don't know. I guess I didn't really give myself a chance to like love it, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't need it. I will send it on to a better place. I honestly didn't love the shade of this Tarte bronzer. I kind of went back and forth. At first I really liked it, and then I was like, it looks a little dark. I have it in the shade, this is Nightfall, so I don't know. I don't know. I think I need to get rid of it. That would be the right thing to do. But I also kind of want to keep it because I bought it with my own money. I can't do it. I'm not ready. Okay, I really like this. This is the Juvia's Place powder bronzer. I actually use the top shade. These are so pigmented, so I love it. I have it in the shade Tan. I'm gonna get rid of this Kaleidos. I'm done trying to hold on to these. I just don't like this powder. And I feel like I never really found my right shade. I've been holding on to it because I talk about them so much, but I feel like recently I haven't talked about them, so why am I keeping their stuff just to like hold on to, hoping I'll do a video? I do love this Hourglass bronzer. This is another one I kind of want to use up in 2024. It's the shade Radiant Bronze Light. If you have the same foundation shade as me, it's so beautiful, so blendable. I just have nothing but good things to say about it. It is very, very nice. I wish it would fit in there, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, so I have the Chanel Cream Bronzer. This is in the new shade that they came out with, Tan Deep. So yeah, I should probably use this more. I actually decided to put my Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer into my declutter pile because it's like so, I don't know, I think it's just so cold here that cream products, they get really like stiff. And so I was just having the worst time blending that bronzer. So it's not even here because I've already put it away, but that's another one that I have that I'm going to get rid of. But I haven't tried the Chanel one in a while, so I need to do that. This is the Merit Stick Bronzer. It's pretty nice. The shade is a little light for me, but honestly, I would rather have one that's too light than too dark because I just don't love a very deep bronzer at the moment. I mean, my feelings could change, but that's how I feel right now. I have the LYS Cream Bronzer. I'm going to keep that. I've got these two from Flower Beauty I'm going to hold on to. Really like this one from Milani. I've got this one from Hard Candy. Got one from e.l.f. So these are all like dupes to the Charlotte Tilbury. Not dupes. I shouldn't say dupes. They are a similar vibe. Like they tried to dupe it. They tried to create a more, I guess, affordable version to the Charlotte Tilbury one. Plus, like, it was impossible to get these at some point. So I honestly don't really use enough of them, but now that I'm clearing out my drawer, I can make more of an effort. This is NARS Laguna. One of my friends actually sent this to me. I think this is just a little light for me, but I probably held on to it during a clean out last year thinking I was going to try it, and I haven't. So yeah, that needs to happen. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I think both of these are the same shade, Deep Bronze. I don't really know why I have two, but sometimes when I'm feeling pretty lightly complected, I can wear these. I actually just like a lighter bronzer because it takes away the harsh lines. I'm gonna get rid of this Fenty one. It is beautiful. Am I gonna get rid of it? Now that I opened it, I'm like, wait a second. I'm gonna give it a try. Let's try it out and see. I have the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I don't think I've used this at all this year, so I need to do that. Just need to like reposition some things because I haven't seen any of these bronzers this year. This is the Soul Body bronzer from Soul Body, and then I have the Tarte little poofy thing. This one's actually pretty good too. So I'm gonna hold on to those, and I'm just gonna try and fix all of these in here and get this drawer organized so I can like see my stuff better. But yeah, it's kind of funny. If you don't see it, you don't really use it, and it's such a bummer because I feel like I use the same thing over and over again, and I'd rather be using different things all the time. So there's that. I will never get over buying the extra Kosas. But yeah, those are all the bronzers I'm keeping, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of 9 bronzers. So I feel like that's pretty good. My bronzer collection is one that I tried to keep pretty small. I do love bronzer though, so it's pretty shocking that I don't have more of them, but I've really been trying to buy less face products, just less of everything. Eyeshadow palettes, I cannot contain myself, but I do try really hard to buy just less face products, less foundations, less concealers, trying to use things up. So I know I don't talk about that all the time on my channel, but I am trying really hard. I do prefer just buying eyeshadow palettes because that's my favorite thing to like try out, but I do love a good bronzer too, not gonna lie. Okay friends, so it's time for the highlighter declutter. Let's just go ahead and start because it's gonna be long. So this is from Lethal. It's the shade Gamma. I'm gonna hold on to that because I do videos on stuff from Lethal, so I feel like I need to have a highlighter from them. This is the Scooby-Doo highlighter from Glamlite, and I love Glamlite so much, but I just don't love colorful highlighters. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along to somebody because I just don't find myself reaching for colorful highlighters. That's gonna be the theme of this section of this video because I just have to be realistic with myself, and I can only have so many green highlighters. I know some people love colorful highlighters, but it's gonna be something I have to be really cutthroat about. Another one that I'm gonna have to get rid of because it's too light for me is the Frosted Flakes highlighter, also from Glamlite. They make the best packaging, so it kind of pains me to get rid of, but I'm going to do it. This is from Huda Beauty. I don't even think they sell this one anymore. I bought it because it was super cheap on Sephora. It is nice. I do love a good like natural colored highlighter. So I mean, maybe, but also, do I really need this? I'm going to think about that. That's going to be in the maybe pile. This is a ColourPop highlighter in the shade Boombox. I think they sent this to me. I'm going to hold on to it because it's a brand that's relevant to my channel. I had purchased this Too Faced highlighter. I don't know why. I think I was just kind of curious about it. It's in the shade Shooting Star. It's beautiful, but I have so many highlighters, so like why, right? I have this one from What's Up Beauty. This is the Serengeti highlighter that came out this year, and it's actually a really pretty highlighter. They have 2 shades. The lighter one I'm gonna probably put in a giveaway, but I did decide to keep this shade. I have this one from Unearthly. These are so beautiful. I'm definitely not getting rid of her low light highlighters. So I'm going to keep all of these, and they're absolutely stunning. This one is so beautiful. So yeah, I know I just said I'm not going to keep colorful highlighters, but there's a few I'm going to keep from brands that really speak to me. Natasha Denona, another one that I talk about a lot on my channel. So I'm going to hold on to this highlighter. I have 2 from Rare Beauty. I bought these with my own money. These are so wildly popular, so blinding. So I have 2 very like wearable shades. We've got Mesmerize and Exhilarate, and I'm gonna keep both of these. My highlighter drawer is out of control. Like, I'm just telling you this right now. I think I'm gonna get rid of these Game Beauty ones because well, I'm definitely not gonna wear a green highlight. The purple is cute too, but I just don't want to hold on to these because I have other colorful highlighters. So I'm just gonna say no. Definitely keeping my friend Heather's collab with Unearthly. So gorgeous. I honestly kind of want to declutter this because it's wrecked. My toddler got a hold of it and kind of destroyed it. So like, what am I even gonna do with this? I've tried to like salvage it, but I don't even really, again, it's like such colorful highlighters. And I love Adept. Oh, that's so pretty. I really, really do. Am I gonna wear this? Oh, that's so pretty. I wish I had more like makeup, like lover friends around me because I feel like you could still use this. Like, yeah, it's really kind of messed up a little bit, but it's still beautiful. All of the colors of the rainbow. Look at that. That is so pretty. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. I'm just going to keep it because I love Adept so, so much. Okay, so I don't know about this one. Again, very colorful, very intimidating, very much a limited edition palette from Unearthly. So I don't know. Ooh, these are pretty. Ooh, this color. Oh, those are pretty. Do you see that? Colorful, but like, I love the formula. So this came in the 2022 Valentine's mystery box. Oh, so pretty. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You're fine. I'm fine. We're all fine. I'm gonna get rid of the Huda because I just know there's more coming. I'm gonna get rid of this one too. Too colorful. Melt. This is from the Nightmare Before Christmas or like Halloween Town collection. I just got this, so I'm gonna hold on to that. This is cute. I got this from Juvia's Place as part of their Black Friday campaign. It's a little light on me, but I don't have any other highlighters from them, so I'm gonna hold on to that. RMS, I bought this. It's called Prosecco Pop. I love these blushes so much that I decided to purchase the highlighter. I have the new ABH highlighter. It's pretty nice. I don't love it, but it's also probably because there's so many other brands that make highlighters with much better formulas now. So yeah, this is so cute. It's the red highlighter from Kaleidos, but I feel like these were so revolutionary when they first came out, but now I just don't really reach for them. So I'm going to pass those on. I know I have the other shades coming, so just be prepared. I do talk about Ace Beaute on my channel, and I bought this highlighter palette with my own money, so I'm going to keep that. Same with Bella Beaute Bar. I recently got a code with them and got added to their PR list. So this is their Oracle palette, which I bought with my own money, so I'm going to hold on to that as well. And then we have more. Okay, this is going to go. This is from Illamasqua. I think I got sent this in PR. I can't even open this. But I have not reached for this all year, so let's get rid of it. Jacqueline, this is so beautiful. It's in the shade, I used to reach for this all the time, Bomb. So I'm going to keep it. We'll see. I'm going to get rid of this half-caked one. I bought this for a video and I haven't used it since. This one from Kiko can go as well. I bought this one from Ulta just to try the brand. I'm not that attached. This is from Be Perfect. It's their Get Wet highlighter. I think I was into this because it has like that Super Shock consistency, but I never ever go into my drawer thinking, oh, I really want that Get Wet highlighter from Be Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. This is the Natasha Denona highlighter that they came out with in their, I can't remember what the collection was, but oh, it was like a mini pastel or something, but it kind of has like a weird undertone to it. I probably should get rid of it, but I have a code with Natasha Denona, so I want to keep it to reference in case I ever need it. These highlighters that Clionadh did with Stacey Marie are so beautiful. Is that her name? I hope I got it right. I'm sorry if I messed that up, but this was Clionadh's, was this their first collab on a collection? I think it was. Oh my god, I'm gonna break a nail. I'm gonna break a nail. These are so beautiful. Like, colorful highlighters be damned. These ones are just that good. So creamy. So beautiful. So I'm gonna keep both of these. Also, if I have any codes with brands, I'm gonna pop them on screen for you guys so you can take advantage of my code. Usually those are affiliate codes, so I will make a commission. Definitely want to reach for this one more from Charlotte Tilbury. Another one from Lethal that they send me. This one does look a little dark for me, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. We have from Sigma, I have a few highlighters. This is the shade Sizzle. This looks blinding. Sigma's powder products are so underrated, you guys. This Catrice highlighter is blinding as well if you want a good one from the drugstore. I grabbed this highlighter from Half Magic and it's pretty nice, but I don't really reach for it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter that. I haven't grabbed for any of these in so long, so I'm going to declutter. I'm probably going to keep the High Glass powder because I feel like my friends will probably reach through the camera and grab for this. So I'm going to keep this one just in memory of them. I'm going to get rid of this one from, I think this is Easy. I don't even know what brand this is. But this is beautiful. I just don't need it. I'm going to pass it along. I do love these highlighters from Kaleidos. These are like their multi-chromes. So this is the shade Gifted. I'm going to keep that. I've got a few more from Sigma. This is the highlight in Twilight, another super blinding shade. I have the shade called Savannah, which looks like that. I wonder if these are too light for me. This is the shade Golden Hour. Okay, that looks more my speed, so I should probably just declutter these other ones that I'm like questioning. And then this one looks like it would work for me as well. It's called Sunstone. So I do have lighter complected friends that I could easily pass those on to. And then this REM one, I don't really reach for. I got it in the shade Miss Mercury. And honestly, I can't really say I'm the biggest fan of Ariana Grande anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this one along. Okay, you didn't think we were done, were you? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is from MAC. This is Oh Darling. It's basically a relic. It's time to move on. I'm also going to declutter this one from Aladdin. This is Always One Jump Ahead. Super cute. Never really reach for it. It's time to say goodbye to Becca Dreamsicle. This is so pretty, but it's so old and Becca doesn't even exist anymore. So it's time. I don't reach for these. This is so bad. See, this is why I need to reorganize. And I got some new drawers too. Look at this. This is like untouched. This is a Dior. I don't know the name, but I have this one too that's like a pink. And then I have this one that's a coral. It's called Golden Glow. So there's those three from Dior. Then we have from Bare Minerals. This is Peach Glow. I think these are like these new highlighting blushes that they came out with. And some people love them, some people hate them. I kind of feel indifferently about them, so I'm going to keep it so that I can try and use it a little bit more. I have these three beautiful Super Shocks from the ColourPop and Winnie the Pooh collection. I'm going to keep them. Low-key kind of collecting them. These from Artitude are so cute. I want to put these with the Clionadh ones. They're almost like pigmented enough to be eyeshadow, but they're so cute. And yeah, I actually was pleasantly surprised by them. So I'm going to put them with my Clionadh ones because they have a similar vibe. Chanel highlighter. You can tell that I used to have money before I had kids, right? I'm just kidding, but I'm going to keep this one. I need to use it more. I'm so glad I am going through my collection These are 2 relics from ABH as well. I think it's time for me to say goodbye to Iced Out, but I'm definitely going to hold on to the Amrezy highlighter because it's just that good. She's the OG. We've got this Makeup by Barrio highlighter, super duper pretty. I don't have a lot of his products. I feel like I've moved on, but I will keep that. I like this Peach Fizz highlighter a lot. It's been forever since I used it, so hopefully this declutter will open my eyes. Okay, more Dior highlighters that I haven't used in forever. This is so embarrassing. I have some Pat McGrath highlighters. I do love her highlighters, but I don't love all of them. I'm definitely going to keep the Bridgerton ones because they're actually really beautiful. This one looks so good on me. I feel like you would be surprised. I have an Hermes highlighter that I haven't used all year, so that's embarrassing. I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this Pat McGrath highlighter though. I don't really love that shade. And then we have this Jaclyn Hill highlighter from I think this was like a summer collection. It's cute, but I don't need it. I'll move it along. This is Pat McGrath's first ever highlighter. If you've ever held this in your hand, you know that this weighs probably a half a pound. It's so heavy. Feels like a weapon. Like if somebody were to break into this room right now, I could chuck this at them and knock them out and probably get charged for, what is it? Something manslaughter. It's not like you planned it, but it's like, can't remember. Anyway, gonna declutter that so that somebody else can use it as a weapon. ABH So Hollywood. I'm gonna keep this one. I'm not ready to let go yet. And then I do like this one from Pat McGrath as well. I'm not really sure when that came out, but I'm gonna keep those highlighters. Okay, and Cookies and Cream was a longtime favorite from Glamlite, but I think it's time to let go and move on because I have so many highlighters and I'm sure that they will launch more exciting ones this upcoming year and I'll be just fine. So this is kind of like my luxury with a little bit of non-luxury highlight little box. But wait, there's more. Okay, so this is the Blend Bunny highlighter palette. I'm gonna keep this one because again, I talk about Blend Bunny on my channel, so that feels a little bit more relevant. I'm gonna get rid of all of these Kaleidos highlighters because they actually repackage these and they send me the repackaged ones, but me being the amateur that I am, I was like, I'll just keep the old packaging, it's fine. But it's not fine. This is ridiculous. These are old. I need to get rid of them. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the old packaging. And when I find the new packaging ones, I'll probably add them back in. Or I might just get rid of the new packaging ones too, because I haven't used any of those colors. I do love Prophecy though, so I'm going to put that with gifting. But yeah, I just really needed to say bye to all of those highlighters because I was never reaching for them. I haven't used this in forever, or I don't even know actually. I think I forgot that I had this. So maybe I'll just keep it. We'll see if I use it this year. Love my Lunar Beauty highlighter. This is the shade Venus. They don't make these anymore, so I'm gonna keep that because I love that shade on me. I'm gonna get rid of this Kimchi Chic. Let me just show you. I haven't even opened this all year long. Neither have I opened this one. This is cool though. It's like a really pretty like unicorny highlight, but I don't need it. Nabla, this is Amnesia. I really like this highlighter, but again, I haven't reached for this all year long, so I think I'm gonna pass that on. I'm gonna pass this one on too. I actually bought this Oden's eye highlight with my own money, but I never reached for it, so I'm gonna pass that on. I have this cutie from SugarDrizzle. This is Darling Nikki. I think this is cute, but I don't need it, so I'm gonna pass it on. I'm gonna do something that I didn't think I would ever do. I'm gonna declutter these Oden's eye highlighters. I'm gonna keep a few, but I don't really want colorful highlighters like this, so this is the shade Moon Talk. I'm gonna get rid of. I'm going to keep some of the more kind of wearable shades just because that's what I'm into. This one's kind of cute. It's called Rose Sky. I'm going to get rid of the purple one. I just need to do it. I'm going to keep this Pink Star. I'm going to keep Warm Sunshine, and then I'm going to get rid of the Azure one. So I'm going to get rid of 3 of the Oden's eye highlighters, something I don't think I ever thought I would actually do. So we're making some steady progress here. And I have 2 more. This is from Lethal as well. This is the shade Isotope. Haven't reached for this all year, so I'm going to get rid of it. And then SugarDrizzle. This is their colorful highlighter palette. I think they sent this to me. I think it's beautiful, but I have enough colorful highlighters. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on to somebody that might love on it a little bit more than me.
Why is my husband moving furniture at this time of night? I have no freaking idea.
Okay, it's time to do cream and liquid highlighters. I have this one from Merit. I'm going to pass on. I'm going to pass this one on too. I'm going to keep this one from Tarte. These are from Unearthly. They're super pretty. I don't know if these are available anymore. I'm going to keep these 2 and pass on the pink ones. I love this Hourglass highlighter. I haven't used it in forever. So now that I'm reorganizing things, maybe I'll have a chance to do that. I have a lot of the poof ones, so I'm going to keep all of these and decide if I want to get rid of any of them. But honestly, I haven't had any issues with any of them, so I think I'm just going to keep all of them. I need to use this Tarte one more. I bought this because my friend Angie was raving about it, and I just feel like I haven't used it enough recently. I have one from Juvia's Place. This is in the shade Egyptian Glow. Super duper pretty, very, very glowy. I have one from Rare Beauty. I feel like I had another one somewhere, but I must have lost track of it. This is in the shade Flaunt. I have 2 from Auric. They actually send me PR, and they have these mini sizes now of the Glow Lust, so I'm going to hold on to those. And then I have this little one from Fenty, I Can Declutter. This was limited edition Fenty Glow. I'm going to get rid of this one from Denona Myricks as well. And then I've never actually used this one from Icon London. I keep holding on to it because people keep raving about this Iconic London like liquid highlighter formula. But maybe it's just time to let it go and realize that I'm not actually gonna reach for it. So those are all the liquid highlighters I'm keeping, and these are all the highlighter like face palettes that I'm keeping. Okay, so it looks like I got rid of 58 highlighters. I know I'm probably going to find more hidden in random spots, but I feel pretty good about getting rid of 58 highlighters. Okay, y'all, it's time for my last bit of decluttering that I'm going to film. This is my face palettes, so let's go ahead and dive in. So I love my Juvia's Place blush palettes. I don't know that I necessarily reach for these all the time. I've just had them for so long, and I have the other ones somewhere too. I'm sure it'll come up. But I have a blush drawer now, and that was my biggest frustration with my current organization, is that my blushes were so full. But with this new pack system, I can see all my blushes. So my plan is to put all of my blush palettes in with my compacts, my blush compacts, and I think we'll give it one more year. And if I still don't reach for this stuff, then I can give it away. I have this Linda Hallberg Infinity Deep palette. My friend Angie gave me this as a gift, so I'm definitely gonna keep this. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this It's Belle blush palette. It's so beautiful and vibrant. I just never reach for it. This is one of my favorite palettes. Lethal's Marble blushes are so beautiful. I love these shades, this berry red shade. This pink one's really cute, the yellow. I don't wear the purple a ton, but I'm probably actually gonna reorganize my Lethal single blush palettes. I have another one from Lethal. This one, I love these shades. Oh, so beautiful. I was thinking about this palette when I was planning my declutters. I decided it's time to part with the Becca face palette. This was a holiday launch from I don't even know what year, and I wanted to pan this so badly, but the brand doesn't even exist anymore, so it's time to let it go. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this Solmon highlighter palette from Oden's Eye. I just never reach for it. So excited to throw this palette into my blush drawer so I can reach for it more. This is from the Melt Mariposa collection, and I'm gonna keep this. I said in my other palette video that I purchased these while I was in the hospital waiting to give birth, so I'm definitely gonna hold on to that. Okay, we have the Scott Barnes cheek palette. I think this is his blush palette. I feel like this was hyped for a minute because he was on like Tati's channel, and I think this is beautiful, but I don't really reach for this. I think I'm gonna keep it. We'll see. I'm gonna put it in my blush drawer. We'll see if that inspires me to use it more. I bought these Ace Beaute face palettes with my own money. I just really wanted to have some things from the line and have like more than just eyeshadow palettes, so I bought these. They're nice, and I'm gonna hold on to them because I do feature Ace Beaute on my channel quite often. I'm gonna put this one in my blush drawer, and I'm gonna put this one with my bronzers so that I can find them easily. Okay, so I have this Bridgerton face palette from Pat McGrath. It's all right. I really like the highlighter in this. I feel like I should get rid of it, but I will give it another year. We'll see how it goes. If I don't reach for it by 2024, I'll get rid of it. But I think I'm going to put this one in my blush drawer as well since it doesn't contain any bronzers. This is another one that I'm going to keep in my blush drawer. This is the Menagerie Arthurine blush palette. It's so beautiful. I think they discontinued the palette. You can pick these up on their own, I think. But I'm so excited to be able to put this in my blush drawer because I feel like if I have a designated blush drawer, it means I will use it more. Okay, the Sigma blush palette is also gonna go in my blush drawer. I believe they were gonna discontinue these, but I like having blush palettes because then I can get more than one. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep the Quarter Rosa blush palette. This is absolutely stunning. I'm gonna put this Glow Kissed highlighter palette in my highlighter drawer. So I'm excited about that. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the Sigma Sculpt palette. It's gonna go in with my bronzers finally. Okay, I have the Lunar Beauty blush palettes. I'm gonna keep these. Seems like my face palettes revolve around blush. This is the Full Fantasy blush that they did in collaboration together. This is the Low Light palette from Unearthly. I think I bought this because everybody was raving about it. It is a colorful highlighter palette, but I'm going to keep it since I talk about the brand quite a bit on my channel. And I'm going to put this in my highlighter drawer. I think this is so pretty. This is the Rouge Romance palette that Jaclyn Cosmetics did. I am such a blush fiend, you guys. I feel like I want to keep this because the colors are so pretty. I kind of want to get rid of this Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension palette because I honestly don't love the undertones for these. I hardly ever reach for this, only if I'm doing like a Lunar Beauty video. But how stunning is this packaging? I think I might hold on to it. I might just throw it in with my other bronzers and stuff and give it another chance. Just give it another chance. Okay, here's another Lunar Beauty blush palette. This is the Moon Prism blush. I'm gonna keep that if it wasn't obvious already. I'm definitely keeping my Blend Bunny blush palettes. They're so beautiful. Okay, my blush drawer is already full from the blush palettes. Okay, Midas Cosmetics, I don't think they're still around. This is a collab palette they did, and I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. This is Likely Makeup. These blushes are so fun and unique. I haven't reached for this all year, but I'm gonna hold on to those. This is from OPB Beauty. They did a bunch of these face palettes. I don't really reach for this, so I'm gonna declutter it. I think I'm gonna keep all these Adept ones, although I really don't reach for them a ton. They're like glowy blush slash like highlighter slash bronzer palettes. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to these, but hopefully I'll be inspired to use them a little bit more. I don't know what category to put these in. Are they like a blush palette, a highlighter palette, or a face palette? Maybe I can keep them with my one face palette I have so far. This is the Hello Kitty palette that Pixie did. These are all like glowy highlighter slash blushes. I think I can go ahead and pass this along. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. This is a Becca palette that I got for a really good price. So I decided to get it, but I don't reach for it. I am gonna keep my Hourglass palettes. This is the one I picked up this year with the snake on it. And then this is last year's palette with the tiger. Oh my gosh, I'm like struggling. Why? Super cute. I have this Cozy Up palette from Simply Posh Cosmetics. This is a recent release. I have this one from Lethal. I think this is a little too dark for me. I'm gonna take this highlighter out and then I'm gonna declutter the blush and the bronzer. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this Huda palette. I've had it forever. I hardly reach for it. I think it's time to let it go. I have the Sydney Grace Luminous Light palette. I will keep this one. It is in the medium complexion. They sent it to me. And then here is another Lethal one. I like all three of these shades, so I'll keep that. I have this Charlotte Tilbury palette. I hardly reach for it, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. Here is my other Blend Bunny blush palette. I love the shades. I have the blush palette from the Bridgerton collection. This packaging is obnoxious. I don't really reach for the blushes, but I'm going to keep it. We'll see if I'll use it more in 2024 now that I have easier access to it. I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. This is from Pat McGrath, but these blushes honestly look kind of light and I don't want to keep it just for a highlighter. I feel like I have enough. Okay, I have this OFRA palette. I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. I have this Sigma Beauty and the Beast blush and highlighter. So beautiful. I'm going to keep this, obviously, if it wasn't obvious. I hope it is. This is the deeper blush palette from Juvia's Place. I love it. I have this Becca palette. This is the Jaclyn Hill collab. I think it's time. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I never reach for this, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this on or throw it in the trash because it is literally that old. We'll see. And then these are my three Patrick Ta blush palettes. I really kind of regret buying this year's blush palette, but it is what it is. This is one of them. I think that was last year's. This is the first one they did. And then this is this year's palette. Not my favorite, but the collector in me just kind of activated and I had to have it, of course. And then here's the last few. This is another Hourglass holiday palette from a couple of years ago. I think I can declutter this one because I do like the other two a lot more, even though it's expensive and it kind of hurts my soul. This is a NARS Orgasm palette. Kind of cute, but I also don't reach for that one, so let's get rid of it. I love this Hourglass cream palette. They need to do more of these and they need to expand the color range so that they can have more skin tones included. This is the Wet n Wild Let's Play Together palette. This is something I think my little toddler would lose her mind over, so we're gonna give that to her maybe at some point. Did you see Natasha Denona is teasing the mini Dream palette and a mini Cheek something, so gonna keep that. Gonna get rid of this Sigma one because I don't think they make this. I think this is a holiday collection, so I can pass this on. I'm gonna get rid of my Kaleidos. I keep finding these everywhere. I'm gonna get rid of this. This is from Beauty Bakery. I never reach for it. And then as far as these little Sigma duos go, I'm gonna get rid of these two and keep these two because these are still existing, I believe, because they're part of the Disney collaborations. But these are holiday collections and I just don't need to keep them. Even though I think they're absolutely stunning, I can move these on to other places. So that's me finally decluttering my face palette drawer. It's been the bane of my existence because it was so full that I had to like put stuff other places. So I'm glad I finally got to go through them all. So I'm getting rid of 19 face palettes today, which I am very excited about. Okay guys, how did I do? I'm pretty proud of myself. I feel like I really cleaned things up, so I am very excited. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am so pleased with how my blush, bronzer, and highlighter drawers are looking in my new pack system. So I'm so excited to film Shop My Stash in 2024, so look forward to that. And thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, definitely leave me a heart emoji so I know that you guys are the real ones. I will see you guys in my last collection and declutter video of 2024. Of course, I saved the eyeshadow palettes for the very end. Definitely make sure you're subscribed and you have your notifications turned on so when that baby drops, you guys are ready to indulge. Thank you guys for hanging with me, and I will see you very soon. Bye, friends.